Hey, I'm Pascal from Orangepixel, and this week I'm doing daily videos on topics based on questions and feedback I get in recent months, years, all over the place. So today's topic is what is the best game engine to use for your game? Spoiler alert, there is no best game engine to use for your game, but I'll get into that after the intro. So for the last 6 or 7 months I've been working on residual, and it has been a very frequent question: which engine am I using to create residual? The answer to that is my own engine, but I'm building it on top of a framework. That framework is libgdx running in Java, but to be honest, it doesn't matter what I'm building it in. Everything you see, the whole game, the whole feeling, the graphics, the vibe, everything comes from the work I put into the game. And here is the thing: there is no game engine in the world that's gonna make an exact copy of residual. It doesn't matter what engine I'm using. This game, it's a combination of so many factors that I created that you can't instantly create it by using libgdx. So people now using libgdx because they saw residual, there's a very big chance that you're not gonna get the same results as residual. So basing your choice of game engine on another game or how it looks and plays and feels is not a good factor to base it on. So on which factors should you base your engine choice? Factor 1, is your game going to be 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional? If it's going to be 3D, your best option is probably Unity, because it's the most used engine out there and it has wide support and for a lot of platforms and just a bunch of tools and pre-made code that you can use. Another option is Unreal, but it's used by the big boys, by AAA game developers, by TV shows, movies. It might not be the best thing to start working with if you're just figuring out how to create games. Not sure, it might actually very well work for you. So it's another option. Unreal, Unity, those are the big boys. Then there is Godot, slightly smaller. It's free. It also does 2-dimensional, but it does some 3D, just not as well as Unity and Unreal. But it's gaining up on them. So still has a long way to go, but it's an interesting tool for starting out as a game developer. But if you're gonna be making 2-dimensional games, I think there are better suited options than Unity and Godot. Unity and Godot for 2-dimensional games is pretty much like driving a huge truck just to get a bread at the corner bakery. So smaller options are GameMaker, although the full package of GameMaker is pretty expensive. So not my first choice. Other options are libgdx, my choice, I'm using for residual. An alternate to libgdx, very good, is Monogame, which we are using to port all my libgdx games to Switch. So very comparable engine. And then there is Phaser, which is very good if you want to release games on HTML or websites and stuff like that. So that brings me to factor 2 on deciding which engine you want to use. The second most important factor: what's gonna be your target audience, on which platform? Is it gonna be PC games, mobile games, console games? The answer to that is a very important factor on choosing your engine. If you want to be on all the platforms out there, Unity is probably your best bet, or Monogame, where Unity is very visual, but Monogame is also compatible with almost every platform out there. So those are the top 2 engines, I guess. libgdx is available for PC and mobile, but console is slightly difficult and will most likely never happen because it runs on Java and Java doesn't run on consoles. GameMaker is available for all platforms, but you'll be paying for it because it's an expensive tool. And finally, Godot. I don't think it's on all platforms just yet, but they're working hard on it and it's making big strides over the years. So at some point Godot might actually be like a very good alternative for Unity, available for all platforms, but right now I don't think they're on all the consoles just yet. So that's mostly PC and mobile, and I have no experience with how easy it is to release on all those platforms. So as I mentioned at the start of this video, there is no perfect engine. It all comes down to what do you want to create and for which platforms. Never base your choice of engine on another game. If you saw a certain game and it looks awesome and amazing, that's most likely because the developers behind it just know what they are doing with the tools they are using. So make sure you learn a certain tool that fits your goals. 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, all platforms, or just a single platform. Make those decisions first and then find the best engine for those decisions. And good luck with that. So that's it for today's video. Another video tomorrow, another topic. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below or drop by in the Discord. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you tomorrow. Bye.